doing a review on my Taurus G3C. And actually, if you know me, I have 4 Taurus firearms. 2 of them are the Taurus G3C. I picked this up about 2 years ago or so, 2.5 years ago for the first one. But this one's 2 years ago, and I probably have about 7,000 rounds between the two. I have spent some time carrying it just to, for review and stuff like that, made sure mine have been reliable. And I do want to say this. I haven't had one hiccup, not one issue, not one malfunction with any Taurus. G3C. And on top of that, I even have the 15 round mag and zero issues with that. Either now, why is it that Taurus becomes so popular and hyped up and all that? And I'll tell you why to me this firearm doesn't look that cool. It doesn't look that great, especially the compared to a lot of other firearms. I have the finish isn't that great. The capacity is okay. But when you compare it to a Glock 26 or something with a 12 round mag, or even my Glock 26 with a 15 round, a mag with a base plate, 15 rounds on the right, 12 rounds on the left. So the capacity is not even that 100 great. The aftermarket accessories are starting to pick up, but it's still not that great. What is it about this firearm that makes it so great? Is it the fact they give you metal sights right out of the box, and Glock never does? No, but that is one positive about it. And I'll tell you what it is. It's the fact that it's a firearm that just simply runs. It doesn't have too much extra. It has nothing extra. I mean, it's got a blacked out rear and a white dot for the front. That's perfectly fine because the thing runs, it does what it's intended to do. And what is awesome about the Taurus G3C is it gives, there might be a single mom or a single dad struggling to pay the bills, and, they live in a certain area. They just want to protect themselves. They got 200, 250 to spend. You can get a Taurus G3C. And to be honest, as long as you test that firearm, you can count on it. As long as you don't have a Taurus that has tons and tons of rounds put through it. Because at that point, I don't think Taurus G3Cs and stuff like that have been tested up in the tens of thousands of rounds. But I mean, for everyday carry, it's almost like the perfect size. It's a little longer than a Glock 26 this way, but it is the same length in this direction. It is a little bulkier, but it's like that perfect size. Like I said, I can throw a 15 round mag and they make the Taurus 15 round mag, which are Metger magazines, another positive Taurus. They went with Metger. Metger makes the greatest quality magazines. A lot of popular firearms use them. That was a great idea by Taurus, and it's paying off. Is this the most ergonomic firearm in the world? No, it's not. But is it ergonomic? Yes, it is. That has a great feel to it, and it has a great texture. Now, are the serrations the best? No, but that's not the point. It's not meant to have the best of the best features. It's meant to have what's necessary to run. And that's exactly how I look at Taurus G3C. It's honestly like a beast, because for the price, I don't think you can find a more reliable firearm. It's definitely not like a Sky, and to be honest, Beretta put out the APX carry, which is a single stack. I think they made an optic ready one like a year and a half ago, trying to compete with, all this other stuff. And I mean, that firearm is more money than this. And you would think coming from Beretta, it's going to be reliable, all this stuff. And that firearm was a disaster for me. And here comes Taurus with a 240. I think I got it for like 230 when it first came out. And it runs and has a decent trigger. Now it does have a long first trigger pull, but after that, the reset is pretty decent. And it also comes with 3 magazines, 3 Mecha magazines. What company is doing that, unless there's like a special, but the thing runs the point is nothing about the Taurus 360 or Taurus G3C, sorry, is the best. And it's not meant to be, but there's a lot that is good, and it is good enough to be a reliable fire. Mine or yours might have failure feeds. Every magazine yours might, but for mine, I know that these are reliable. Now, do I carry them? No. I'm just going to be honest. I like my Glock 26. That's just what I like. If you like to feel the Taurus, What I was saying about it being the perfect size is you have a rail, unlike the Glock 26. You can throw that 15-round mag in, so you can have a light 15-round mag, throw some night sights because they are Glock pattern sights. So you can use any Glock sight for the Taurus, which is awesome.